And it's Thursday, so it must be time for Pak64 Germany in Simutrans. I'm CaliJack. Welcome to How Not to Game with CaliJack, the gaming face, I should say, of Dyfed Rex. And we're kind of looking over the video game and just seeing where we're at. Financially, we're hurting. So it's time to take and start looking at those key items that we've learned that tell us where our problems are occurring at. So one thing I am noticing is that the Cardiff wine well yard has a large amount of grapes waiting to move. We also have wood waiting at Cardiff timber plantation to get over to the sawmill to be made into barrels. So let's take a peek at these two spots and see what we can do to begin expanding our service a little bit better. Well, one thing I can see right off the bat, we can double up this line, give it a actual double throat, and move more wood by adding a second train to both of them. This one will be the tougher one to serve. So despite the fact that we're almost $1 million in the hole, $750,000 in the hole, it's time to start doing a little bit of growth to create more growth. So here we go. We're going to start with setting this up so that we can put a new line in. And we're going to lay in our line, and we're going to drop in a cargo station. Looking for my cargo platforms. Are in a different spot though. They're under the halts. We only have one type of cargo station early on. So we're going to make it 4 long, just like we have before. And we're going to take and change up how this goes right here by coming back to this, adding another stone arch bridge right here, running a station in here, and we'll bring him in like this. Because the signal's already here, just leave it as a left running system. Take the pause off. And we will change one thing, and that is that this has to become now a station choose, not a regular signal. Should have spent that money the first time the right way. With that done, it's time to take a peek at what we can do. Our current grape vehicle, the Vinland Engraver, is running on a BOD 7A. What can we take and replace it with? Well, looking at that, not much. We want something that's got power or gearing to allow lesser power to take and run it. So the BOD 7A costs us 14 grand. On the buy D6, the Bay 86 may be the way that it can go. But he's pricier. There's really not a good option. So let's go ahead and put another BOD 7A out on the line. We're going to get the grape cars. And we're going to run a 12-ton car. Put it on the Vinland Graper. Start. And let's see just how long that will take to build us up a good system. Next up is that wood section and getting a second train onto him. Again, same thing, same philosophy is going to apply. Oops, that's halts. We want construction. So we're going to kind of set him up to begin doing some things so that we don't have too much of an interruption of service. We're going to connect correctly. Hey, I did find one cool tool. I'd like to show you this tool. Do you see how that just highlighted where that brake is? Key tools. And this is the end interruption of traffic ways tool. Excellent tool. Whoever came up with this idea, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of CaliJack's heart. Because CaliJack makes this mistake all the time. And see, just by fixing that, it takes it away. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Love that tool, guys. All right. So we've now got this set up. Now we just need to do a halt in there. And a cargo halt. 4 deep. Same thing. We're going to do the same engine too. The BOD 7A. Find our lumber vehicles. We're going to use the 12 cubic meter ones. Same setup. And we're just going to come on and find our logger, the Cardiff logger, and start it. There we go. We now have 2 more trains out on the field hauling material for us. He's got 60 tons of grapes. And we're now at 522 waiting. We can probably even do a 3rd line here. And I'm doing the prep work in case I ever have them stall out. In case you're wondering why I'm doing some of the things I'm doing. Close those out, open the halts. Oops, cargo. And this needs to be cargoed. Turn our pretty trees back on. It is winter, so we do have the winter look to the trees. And we are going to get a bit of a jam up along here, but that's to be expected. And with what we've done, let's go ahead and add in a third grape vehicle onto the Vinland Graper and see just how much better this is going to be for us. So we're going to have 3 Vinland Graper trains running. They're short, but they're going to haul a lot of traffic for us. Hopefully, they'll start making us a profit very quickly, because we're hurting for both the year and the month. Last month was 6,000 in the hole. We need more months like October, where we were 8,300 on the positive side. Looking over our items, we do need to start considering a way to get workers over here to them. Why? Because we do still get a passenger boost of 20% for getting people over here, and only an 8% boost for electricity. So let's get passengers over here next. Get that 20% boost. And again, we're going to have to do a little bit of work to allow passengers to be transported across this. Turn on my grid lines for a moment. There we go. Wow, all the way over to there. But worth it. Okay, so close landscaping tools, close rail stations, open road construction, and do a viaduct road. There we go. And then another one right there. Come down and connect out like this, like this. That is an end of way station there. So we're going to need a halt. Choose point sign is available, and the roadblock signs are available now. Getting ourselves our road halt, and I think just a passenger only for right now. And we're going to take and build a cart from dispatch and it's going to be a simple line. He's going to go from here to there. We're just going to call that the Victor's Shuttle. Now, next thing we can do is start looking at the various ways we've goofed up here and try to figure out ways to begin expanding our service and improving our service along these routes. Things we'll have to do. We're going to be doing the 20-minute episodes today, as many as I can do. This is episode 11, as I said, in our Pak64 Germany journey. And I have begun to think about how I would like this game to run. Close out of ours. Open up these guys. Yes, I am getting the feel for this now. I am going to stick with just 100 kilometer at this point in time. And what we're doing here is beginning to build something a whole lot different for our setup to allow less congestion, hopefully. I'm going to turn the trees back off for a minute so that I can see what I'm doing. Bring this guy down, and he's going to connect right back in here. Actually, right here. So we're going to blast that section. Connect him up here. This is going to be a one-way that way. And eventually this will do the same thing. Come up and over. And I'm actually going to take out that signal. There's a reason behind this. I am going to be doing a short break on the rail lines to function slightly differently. But with this setup now at fully $1 million in the hole, let's see where our finances are looking at. And monthly finances is what I want to look at. We're going to have a hard time. But last month wound up being only 115 road toll, 6,700 in the hole. Let's see whether or not those extra trains will grant us what we wanted. So let's speed up the simulation a little bit using that comma button on the gradated speed up that we can take to. I do wish there was a way to see which speed you were at. Oh, T equals. Aha. I bet you that's the one. Time equals. And I'm thinking by pulling the grapevine off, or at least having it on a separate running, it may take and help with this train a lot. We're making money. So that did help. Hey, this is the 20-minute mark. Let's take and use the points, see how fast we can go back down, and bring it down to 1. The T disappears. We're at the 1 speed. That is the perfect speed. Hey, I'm CaliJack. Have a better day than I'm having.